Yo guys, what's up? It's Enraged here. I'm here with a video on our monthly finals against Novo. Sadly, some of you might have seen we did get swept 3-0. It was kind of embarrassing. But I thought I'd give a video to show you guys or tell you guys what's been going on and why this happened and what's gonna go on moving forward. So recently we haven't been doing the best in scrims. Like some would blame our lack of scrims because I've been doing my A-level exams, but yeah, we've been performing pretty poor, so we didn't have the most expectations going to this game. And some would say we got outdrafted, but I don't think our drafts were too horrible. They could have been better, but our gameplay was pretty bad. So, anyways, let's get into this analysis and see what's up. So, actually, let me pause it again. We decided to global ban Damien and Edgar. We did the Damien because Meow is very good at Damien. I'm our Damien player, and I've played like 10 games on it, and yeah, Meow is so much better than me at him, and we're not too comfortable drafting around Damien, so that's why we decided to ban him out, and that made our drafts better. And then we banned the Edgar because we wanted to pick more control, because we felt like we were forcing too many aggros. So we were like, if we're forcing it and making mistakes with it in draft, let's just ban it. So that's what we do. And then they ban Kit and Mortis. I'd say they ban Mortis because I'm the best Mortis in the world, as you know. And then Kit, I'm not sure why they banned Kit. Maybe the maps for Kit Central. We play Kit quite a lot, but I wouldn't say it's enough to global ban it. But anyways, going to the draft, we first picked Ruffs because, as you can see, we banned Trunks, Ali, Lily, which is three aggros or assassins. So getting the Ruffs out meant that we're so much better off. And yeah, Ruffs is just broken because it's the best control. And they banned Mina too. So 8 aggressive brawlers were banned. So it's basically perfect for Ruffs. They respond with, what do they respond with? Otis Kenji. Otis insane anti-tank, so it means we can't really pick a aggro 4-5, which you kind of need. And then the Kenji is just a pressure ruler, can help them get mid control, and all of Nova really like assassins, so they kind of do spam quite a lot of aggros. Um, we go Stu and Chester into this. Um, I feel like a better idea could have been Lumi Shade. Lumi is really good into Otis and Kenji because the Otis is their gem carrier for the most part, and you can catch them off with the ice and super and get a free kill. And then if you take in the Lumi and we have the Ruffs, we have a free Shade game because those are the two best counters into Shade, and Shade already has two good matchups. But instead we went Stu because Stu has two good matchups and it's a safe mid, and Jero is really good at Stu, so that was our thought process behind that. And then with Stu and Ruffs, you kind of need an anti-tank, so we were like, let's just round out the comp with Chester. Um, they take the Lumi last pick, which it's good. It has matchup into Chester Russ, but this is a really good Stu game into these three. So I'm not. I feel like the drafts are 50-50. Ours is more like a control based game, and theirs is more like let's make plays and win. Honestly, I would have preferred to have the more control based. No, not the control based comp. I would have preferred to have the playmaking comp because I'm an aggressive player. I don't really like sitting back for control, but let's see how it played out. Let's skip to the game now. That was a bit too far. Um, okay, so we start with the lanes. We didn't know the Kenji was in mid until he showed himself. So then I gadget him out, and then Drage just runs right at Drage, and Drage absolutely deletes him. We might have the better Drage in our team. So that was perfect. So now we're in a 2v3 for the start, and we all pinch Philippa out, and I get that kill on him. So our start was absolutely perfect, which did help us get more confidence. And now I have my wall break, and the wall break really helps us against Kenji. So this was like perfect, but we somehow let the Kenji get behind us, which wasn't ideal. So then he gets quite. Oh, actually, wait. Let me move. Let me move my cam to. How do I do this? Move down here. Yeah, that's better. So now you can see their gems. So yeah. The Kenji gets quite a lot of value, which isn't ideal, but it's kind of fine. Drage comms here that we should just make it a 2v2, and I kind of like that call out because he's just AFKing on the Lumi now, which counts him. And now me and Jero 2v2 the Kenji and the Otis. But the issue is the Kenji and the Otis are just skill lifting us, honestly. Like, I should be doing so much more against this Kenji, but he's kind of getting too much value. But we get him low here, so we should have got some control here. But, oh, I think Meow gets it. Yeah, Meow got a really good mute on Jero. Jero probably could have dashed out the way there, and then we would have a really good position, but it's fine. But I make a huge mistake here. I go down for no reason. When we're playing a control comp, I really shouldn't be doing that. That's kind of like my aggressive playstyle coming out and trolling for me. But we get the pinch on Philippa at least, but What happens here? Oh, I just run at the Kenji again. Okay, I was kind of trolling. That's kind of embarrassing. That's two really bad deaths, which I shouldn't have done. So now they have more gems in position they should have. And then let me make my cam even smaller. Wait. There we go. Here, Drage is a really hard matchup because he's against an Otis with Mute who has the bush. So he's kind of screwed there. So then that's like an impossible lane for him because it's open. He gets outranged and the Otis has damage. And then the Lumi ices me out, but I get a good hit on him. But, Drage goes down, but I don't think that's really his fault. That lane is so hard. But we're kind of chilling because it's kind of this gem grab game where it's like they get one gem, we get one gem. It's all fine. But this Kenji manages to get that gem. We shouldn't. I don't think Jerry should have let him get that. He should have played more aggro. And Drage got really unlucky there to die because he couldn't click his hyper because we needed to reset. But then, like, I mean, that was just unfortunate to be honest. So we lose the first game. Honestly, I think I was trolling the most by dying way too much. But yeah. Next game, we kind of decided to do the same thing roughly. It was kind of rough at the start because this Kenji is like so much pressure with the walls, and until I'm treated up, he's really good into me. But what happens? Dre just kind of vibing in the bottom right. I don't mind that. The Kenji kills me, but he uses super, which is fine, and my teammates pinch out the Lumi, so this is good. But Dre's in an awkward position here because he gets pinched off respawn. And we're down 5-1 in gems, which is really bad for the start. Oh, I made a really bad mistake here. I gadgeted them all, and they're all in the bottom now. But instead of holding left side, I go over to the right and into mid, and then I go down again. So that's three really bad deaths, which I shouldn't have done. So honestly, I've been controlling this. I mean, I've been trolling this control matchup pretty badly. But you know, it's fine. Warm up set, that's what they say. The Kenji grabs the last gem, and here they all have gems. You can see Filippo has a gem, Meow has gems, and Just has gems. So I feel like the correct play here for us would have been to kill this Kenji as he goes up behind us and then get mid control, and they don't have a countdown. But instead, I honestly can't remember who, but someone made the call out to go for the people at the bottom, which just wasn't the play because it's so much harder to kill these guys. And when we do kill them, there's just going to be immune people respawning on us when we try to get the gems, and a Kenji pinching us from above. So we kill them, but now it's like there's no way we're getting their gems, and now a Kenji has 10 gems, and we have no way to reset that. So yeah, they win that game. There's no point watching the rest of this. Let's skip to the next set draft. Okay, let me move myself back up. 1 second. Sorry, guys. Okay, so they go Piers 1. We respond with Mina. Piers 1 is good. We go Mina because Just is a really good Mina, and I'm a really good Mina. And Mina's good on this map. So we were like, if one team's going to get Mina, we want it to be us. So then we take Mina because it's also good into Piers. Then we go Angelo. I'm not going to lie, I didn't really want to pick Angelo. I think we should have gone Gene instead because the issue with Angelo is he's good into snipers, but he's weak into tanks, and he's weak into like those weird control brawlers like Charlie, Meeple, Rafts, all that stuff. And we already have Mina, who's good into snipers, but weak into tanks and the weird control brawlers. So we basically have double sniper counter, but nothing for all the other brawlers they're going to pick, so they could double counter us. And that's exactly what they do. They go Daryl and they go Meeple. And now Angelo and Mina both suck into Daryl and Meeple. Oh, my head did not look good on that cam. Jesus Christ. But now we have last pick. We had two thoughts in the moment. We thought Ruffs and Fang. Ruffs is good because it has matchup into Meeple, and it has matchup into all of them, sort of, but we decided with Fang in the end, just because if we went Ruffs, we have Ruffs and Angelo and Mina, which, even though it's winning control into Meeple and Piers, maybe, we just don't know the damage for the Daryl if he goes in. And so we go Fang, which, in hindsight, we think Sirius would have been the best pick, but we didn't pick him, sadly. We went Ruffs because we haven't played Sirius in scrims. Okay, let's go back down here. The first round was kind of boring. Wait, let me make myself smaller because we need to see the bottom of there. We spawn trap them early because they have a Daryl with no roll, which is really good for us. But there's nothing to really do because we can't push this because I can't go for 4K because Meeple's going to stun me, and Dre just no super and he can't go in. So we're holding them in base, but it's kind of like to what prevail. And then let's skip to the end game. Okay, here they get out right, which we probably shouldn't let them out. But yeah, I'm trying to hold this wall high, and what happens? Oh yeah, I get a 4K on the meeple, but then the Daryl rolls me, and I super them into the air, but the meeple gets like the craziest stun ever. And I think Filippo kind of, I think Jero could have pushed Filippo there when Filippo used his gold shot, but it looked kind of hard. Anyways, it's kind of the same stuff this round. They just AFK in their grass until the end. Let's skip to some interesting stuff. Okay, wait, that's too far. So they slowly call coming out. The Dow rolls. That was a shit Dow roll, to be honest. But then Drake just, I mean, Drake got the kill on the meeple at least, so it's fine. But then Jero shouldn't have jumped on the Pierce's head because now he has infinite ammo. And Filippo kind of got diffed. I don't know what he was doing. He missed a shot, point blank range against me, which is really good for us because firstly we won that round, which would have lost us the game, and I got a hypercharge super for the next round, which is very good. So now, yeah, they're all AFKing on the right again, but I mean, I decided that I want to go early in my hypercharge because it doesn't really get that much value in the end game when they're all on my head, and we don't really want to let them just stack in their grass. So I just go for a blind hypercharge, pull two of them. Me and Drage go in at the same time, and we clean it up, make it a 3v1, and yeah, free round for us. So we win game one, but we weren't too confident because we kind of got that lucky like round win against Filippo, which we shouldn't have gotten, which when we got round three. So let's skip. It gets a bit more interesting early game. Okay, so they're AFKing again as they did before because they have the Daryl and they need to charge the Daryl super. So the best way is to not get scanned in the grass. But the Daryl goes early with his roll, bottom. I don't like that roll at all because he's rolling onto an Angelo with jump, max range. So I think Jared is good to position up here. I don't know if Drage needed to go and help him because he kind of got himself in a bad position here. But Jared should have jumped a lot earlier to not get hit, I'd say. Yeah, I don't know. That was kind of bad. We shouldn't have let him get away with that, to be honest. But he does. And then 3v1, I'm not winning that. I can't lie. Even though I'm the GOAT. That's not happening. Okay, here. Daryl goes in early again. This is so unlucky. I did a really bad super because I supered him while he was in his roll, so it didn't knock him into the air, and they barely get the kill on Drage to trade. Now we're in this position. I kind of messed up by giving Meow 2 shots there because as soon as they get a meeple hyper, it's really, really hard for us, and we knew it was close, so we decided to kind of like choke them and pinch them out because we want to get as much position as possible before the end, but what happens? The meeple hits me here and gets hyper super. So I'm telling Jero like, yo, we need to like get them low. We need to make him use it. So like, we get a pinch here. This is a really good pinch. We get the meeple low. So we press this hyper super, which we thought it was good in the moment, but the smoke is coming. And now it was kind of an awkward position because now they're just sitting in the walls and there's absolutely nothing we could do about it. Oh, let me go back a bit. Wait. I probably should have supered the meeple here for Jero so he could 4K him, but I didn't, and then I missed my super, and I kind of just whiffed. I whiffed a lot there, but it was really hard because they had full position with the meeple, so honestly, that was troll by me. I missed my super, and I messed up my other thing. And then they get game two. So now it's a bit like, in our heads, we're kind of like, shit, guys, like, if we don't get this set, if we don't get this game here, we're down 2-0. Like, if you're down 2-0, 90% of the time, shit is over, bro. So we were like, we have to lock in. We have to win this. We get them in base again at the start. Okay, this was kind of troll too. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I asked Joe if they're all mid, and he said they're all mid. So I ran into this Daryl not knowing it was there, and then Drage kind of missed his super. So then I go down, which is maybe I didn't need to go that aggro, but I don't know. That was kind of shit, to be honest. So we were kind of tilted after that. I mean, I was tilted. I was like, shit, we can't be losing like that. And then, I mean, they're not winning this. Fang can't do anything. It's a nice try by Drage. I mean, what else is he meant to do? But there was no way much was going to happen. And then, yeah, so we're going to round point off of being 2-0 down, which is horrible. Let's skip to the end game and see what happens here. I remember this. Okay, the meeple and the peers go to the bottom together. We had to send Jero lower faster, but we didn't really commit, and instead we give them the whole map control. And the Dow goes in and he gets so much pressure on us, and now Drage in such an awkward position. And honestly, our positioning just sucked. We were all stuck in a top corner. They got a really good meeple super. Filippo farmed us. Like, they were just positioning, skill diffing us this whole round. So yeah, that was kind of that was chalked. And now we're down 2-0, which is not good. If you're down 2-0, like, you gotta be like crazy cracked to come back. So yeah, we're going set 3 though. However, there was some hope because this was their map again. We hadn't scrimmed Pinball Dream once, but we told ourselves if we win set 3, set 4 is the map we choose. It was Hideout. We were really good at Hideout, and set 5 is Ring of Fire, and we were good at Ring of Fire too. So it was like I was saying like, yo, like we got this, guys. If we somehow win this set, like we're winning the next 2. But it was maybe it was a bit of cope, like. But yeah, okay. Let me move myself back up to back up here. Okay, so we've never scrimmed this map before, so these like bands were kind of random, and then we decided to go M's one just because M's Leon is really broken in like every Brawl map, and M's is good into Leon. So if you take the M's first, like you're either gonna get Leon or they're forced to pick Leon into M's for the most part, unless they want to try counter the duo. So that's why we take M's first. They take Otis and they take Leon, which is, I mean, we sort of expected it. Like, no one wants to give the other team M's Leon because of how strong it is, and then Otis is just like a good anti-tank for mid. But now, like, we were kind of stuck as to what to go because we don't really play this map. We decided to pick Mina again for the same logic as the time before. Like, Just is really good at Mina, and I'm good at Mina, so we were like, yo, let's be the team who has the good Mina player on it. But now we had no idea what to go, and we ended up going Meeple. I honestly can't tell you why we went Meeple. I think we went it maybe to box the Leon turret, and I guess it's fine into Otis. But then they get Barley, and there's a common misconception, guys, that Mina is good into throwers. If the thrower is Wolves, Mina is really not that good into throwers, because the problem with Mina is you have low damage if you use your ammo. And with Mina, you need to use your ammo to get up and dash onto people. So, as you'll see, like, I can't really do much into Barley sitting behind walls. So this is a really good Barley matchup for them. But, you know, I don't think our comp is that bad. I think it's 50-50 again, I'd say. So, yeah. At the start, our game plan was whoever has the Leon lane kind of has to win it. And Joe gets really good taps on Meow. So now I push up, I get the kill on Meow. And this is perfect start for us. Wait, let me move myself back there. Sorry, guys. As you can see, I'm an amateur YouTuber. I'm not used to doing all this stuff. Okay. So we get an early kill in early position, but scoring into a Barley is so hard because he just sits behind this mid wall, and it's like, how do we kill, bro? So we're kind of waiting to chip them down and get a Meeple super. I'm not sure about that Meeple box, but I guess it doesn't really matter. But yeah, Drake's just playing the Wall M's gadget because he can walk up to the Leon turret and gadget and take it out. And honestly, 90% of Leon's strength just comes solely from his turret, so being able to do that is really, really good for us. But it's kind of just a poke fest. We can't really do too much. We just have to chill and wait for them. Like, we're spamming Meeple boxes, but they're not really feeding us because they're just AFKing behind walls. But we do position. We decide to swap. I can't remember why. I think it was because we were just not really able to push. But I don't know about this swap because as you can see, like, I can't push this Barley if he keeps on shooting. And we don't want to feed a Barley super, but Drage gadgets the Leon turret out, but the Leon goes invis here. And that's the one issue with playing this M's gadget. Like, you're very weak to Leon invis, but Meow does just go into 2 of us. So we do get that free kill here, which can give us some position back. But honestly, I don't really know what he's meant to do with Leon into this. I don't think he can go on any of us. And that's why it's good to go M's one. And then we get a really good kill on Just here. And now we have M super with position and Jero coming with super. So this was perfect for us. I probably shouldn't have just given them the ball, but Jero gets a really good box on Just, and then I get the kill on Filippo just about, and how does this happen? Oh, that's really well played by my team. Okay, Drage went behind Jero for the body block. So now, 30 seconds left. Park the bus, don't let them score. It was kind of obvious what we were going to do here. Meow does this play where he just goes AFK in their base because he has super, and he knows we have to be careful of his super because our Meeple's on box and our M's on that gadgets. We don't have much for the Leon Embers, which is good by him because he gets some position. Honestly, we might... Oh, okay, I don't think Jero should have let them score that, but yeah. We shouldn't have really gone that far back for free, but we have a better comp in overtime, so in our eyes it was kind of fine. Because they have a Barley. They're only... I mean, the Otis could clip, I guess, but that's their only win condition. And Dre's just really good here. He dodges, like, the Mew and so many shots. And then he pushes with Hyper. Sort of just gets them all into the corner so I can get a free triple kill on them. And then we get a free goal. So then, again, we win game 1. Oh my god, my hair looks so bad in that light. So then, we're a bit more confident now. And, like, we're basically saying, let's just win this game. If we win this game and win this set, we have 2 comfortable maps. We get the same start, but they put Philip on me, and we get a kill on. Oh god. Jero boxes just Enraged. That's a good gadget. Oh, but Meow just goes aggro and then just gets the cleanup on both of them. And then this was bad by me. I go for the kill on just, but then I just died to Filippo after, which doesn't really give us that much value. And now we have to deal with this Barley with position, and this is so hard for us to get him out, because, like, I can't, like, okay, I did good to go full right here, but, oh, wait, Meow gets Drage. That's really good by Joe. He clears the ball away from Meow, so now I can put it in the corner. And I put it by the Barley, because I know if the Barley goes to the ball, I will dash and kill him. So we stopped them from scoring just about, but we're still in a horrible position. But this is a really, really good box from Jero, because it gets the kill on the Barley, and now we have the pressure off us. And Drake cheats and he starts pushing. He gets a really good super on Meow, because Meow was kind of caught in the middle of nowhere with Invis. And we get control back somehow. I don't know how we got control back off of Barley, but we did. And now we have Meeple Super in their base, and he gets Meeple Hyper. I tell him just click it, because we have to send it now. Meeple Hyper is so broken when you're in their base because of all the walls. We get 1 kill, we get 2, and now we just walk it in. So, we won game 1, we like our comp, we're on Comfort Brawlers, and we score first game 2s. And then this Leon wastes his Hypercharge. I mean, he doesn't waste it, but... Okay, he gets in position with it, to be fair. Okay, I trolled there. Drake does a really good Hyper Super, but I get muted. But Drake does a good Hyper Super, so we're safe, and then they pinch them all out. And we get that kill, and Jero is this super. I was honestly so scared this Otis would somehow score here. And we get 2 kills. So this is perfect. Like, we have full control, 40 seconds left, we're up a goal. And I placed the ball here because I was kind of thinking like, yo, we can maybe get another goal because I'm a Mina. But this is where shit went to raps, bro. I see the Barley here, I'm like, yo, that's a free kill. So I go for the kill. But I go for the kill at the exact second that Meow goes invis. And Drage can't do anything about Meow sneaking on him. And here Joe just doesn't have ammo, so... I can't believe we choked this. We let them score that goal. Which is not ideal for us at all. But yeah, we knew overtime was good for us though, so we kind of just wait for overtime. And yeah, but they have Barley Hyper, which is really scary. But he used it like this, which... I mean, it's not the best for them because he's on my lane and I can easily get position back. Drage lags out here, which is really unfortunate, but he was low HP anyway, so we didn't even push back. And we're kind of confident in this defense because I have a Hyper Super. I should have gone left with my Hyper Super on the Barley and the Otis because the Otis is the hardest for us, and then Jero kind of whiffs. He hypered and he missed 2 shots. But Drage is doing really good. He's pushing back Otis as Ems, and oh my god. That was the worst hypercharge I've done in my life. I hyper super in overtime and I miss everybody. So I completely trolled there. And then I know I have to clear the ball because both of them die. And so I died to clear the ball, but... Oh my god. I can't believe I did that hypercharge. We would have won the game if I did a good hypercharge. So that was really bad by me. And then here I go for the ball, but Meow picks up with the Invis turret before me. And they sneak it in. And now it's like, shit. Are we actually going to troll this? And they're on match point. So yeah, let's see. We do the same style, we do the same shit, but honestly, we were so tilted now. Like, if you can imagine, like, after a week of scrims just going horribly, and losing the first 2 sets, and then losing a game like that, we were just like, bro, like, we actually suck, bro. Like, Ark is right, bro. This was so frustrating for us. But yeah, that's a good gadget by Drage, and he gets good value on Meow, but we're kind of just stuck here. Like, me laning the Barley is so bad. I can't do anything. Like, as you can see, he just shoots here, and he has slow gadget. There is no way I can push. So yeah, I'm kind of hard stuck here. And then, yeah, I don't really know. I don't know what we do here. I think we had to swap lanes. That's a good box. Oh, but Meow gets passed. Oh, shit. I don't really know what they do about that. And then he goes invis again, and I miss my 4K on the Otis and die. And then, oh my god. And then he invises onto the Meeple and they score. So they get the first goal. And as you can imagine, we scored first every other game and then got scored on again. And now it's game 3, which we have to win, and they score first. Like, fucking hell. So we swap lanes. But I can't, honestly, like, this is a better lane for me, but while he has this invis turret, it's so hard, because I don't know where bro is. And I probably should have just pushed here, but I was scared of the Otis mute. And then this Otis gadget really griefs me. And Meow is everything, but he did use he invis turrets like that, and Meow used this hyper here and doesn't kill me, so I dash around it and use my shield, which is this is good for us. Like I did good to dodge here, and I thought there was a chance after this because if Leon just used everything, like that's gotta be good for us. And then Joe gets a huge tap there, and we get that kill. So we did get position off that, but this Barley, like Drage can't do anything here. Like he's just AFKing on this lane. There is nothing broken dude. So it's kind of like I have to try 1v2 this Otis and Leon, and then the Leon sneaks on me. And when he has this turret, it's so hard to do anything. Drage gadgets is out, which is good, but oh bro, I super the Leon and then I get muted. I shouldn't have got hit by that, but I don't know, it's kind of just chance. And yeah, there's no way they could score this, and yeah, we got swept 3-0. Overall, I'd say it was like 50-50 game one. Maybe no, maybe like 55-45 for them game one. Set one, sorry. Set two, they had comp definitely, and then set three, maybe 50-50 because of how good this Barley game is. And then yeah, he puts the gold rage on cam. That's crazy, damn. But yeah, we've had a rough month. I can't lie, but I'm almost done with my exams. I'm gonna be grinding like crazy. I'll be in boot camp in Germany, so I'll have 0 ping for every qualifier and finals coming up. And yeah, if you're a Navi fan, don't be demotivated. It was just a rough month. We've done a lot of analysis. We know what we need to change. And yeah, like it was a pretty poor performance. I mean, no, and we're not like ashamed to admit it, but it was kind of expected to be honest. Like it probably is kind of bad to say, but we were going into this monthly final like we don't think we're gonna beat Novo. Like if you see how we've been playing recently, it's been kind of bad, but we know what to work on and we have more time now to scrim and do other stuff. So yeah, hopefully we'll be much better next month. Anyways, yeah, that's it for the video, guys. If you enjoyed, like and subscribe, and see y'all in a bit.